Hello everyone. In this video, we will see how to balance a chemical reaction, and this is part 2 of unit chemical reaction and equation. Okay, let's start balancing a chemical reaction. Hello everyone. In last video, we had seen how to balance equation using NCRT book. Now, I will myself write balance equations to show you how this balancing takes place. So we will try to balance these four equations, that is Fe plus H2O gives Fe3O4 plus H2. That which example is given in our NCRT book. Next, H2 plus Cl2 gives that is hydrogen plus chlorine gives hydrogen chloride. Barium chloride plus aluminium sulfate gives barium sulfate plus aluminium chloride. And fourth one and last one is sodium plus water gives sodium hydroxide plus H2. So first we will start with how to write a chemical equation like, for example is given hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen. So what is the hydrogen is of having single electron in its atomic has single electrons, its atomic mass and atomic number is 1. So it has only one electron with it, whereas and valency of this is 1. So it combined with one more, and because it needs only one more electron to complete its octet, so this takes hence H2, that is 2H molecules combine to form hydrogen. Similarly, chlorine, valency of chlorine is 1 here and 1 with other chlorine. So they both combine to form Cl2. Okay, so we will see how balancing of this equation takes place. First is there are uh, there are some steps which need to be followed in order to balance any chemical equation. Okay, this is the simpler, and then further we will go sequentially with the next equations. First, step 1. So the first step is making boxes around the atoms and nothing to be changed inside the box. Okay, so making boxes around the atoms and nothing. For example, H2, an equation is given, that is H2 plus Cl2 gives HCl. So we have to balance this equation. Hence, we will first step is put boxes. Now, whatever number we will put after balancing will be uh, brought at front here. Stoichiometric number will be brought in front, in with which these atoms are being multiplied. Okay, now second step is to count number of atoms in on each side. Okay, this side is called as reactant and this is called as product. Okay, so here atom or element, three columns are need to be made. Number of in reactant and number of atoms in product. Okay, so element here is like H, hydrogen and chlorine. There are how many atoms are there? Here it is 2 and chlorine it is 2, and whereas in product as hydrogen also 1 and chlorine also 1. So the first step is to see which has difference, maximum difference. Since both have same amount of difference, we can take it an any form. So step 3 is start balancing any one out of these two. Balancing chlorine atom. So how to balance this? See, number of atom, it is chlorine. initial and this is final. Okay, so chlorine, sorry, it chlorine, let's say chlorine. So chlorine atom, so initial in reactant and product and final in reactant, this table has to be made. See, initially how many atoms are there? 2, chlorine, and product 1. So if we multiply 1 in product, 1 multiplied by 2 in product is equals to 2, and hence 2. Now see, here also 2 and here also 2, hence this equation is balanced. So now we will write this equation, this boxes we will write as such. C, H2 plus Cl2 gives HCl. Okay, now H2, now what we had multiplied this 2 with chlorine on product side, so this 2 has to be multiplied on product, that is 2 here. Now again let's count one more time the number of atoms. See, here hydrogen is 2, here now here chlorine is 2, so chlorine becomes 2 here. Okay, now next is to balance, again to balance the atom. Here number of atoms in a reactant and number of atoms in product. Okay, so number of atoms in reactant, number of atoms in product. Atom is hydrogen and chlorine. Here how many hydrogen is there? 2. Here see, multiply by 2, this hydrogen to be multiplied with this 2, so here also 2. Chlorine, here 2 on reactant, and here also multiplied by this 2. So now you can see this equation is balanced. Hence now next step is, so after balancing each atom, the care must be taken that we have to see how many atoms are uh, there present, means how which with one atom after balancing one atom, maybe this number, the initial numbers of atoms change of about of different element or atom. Like here we just balanced chlorine, but along with chlorine also hydrogen is balanced, because this hydrogen and chlorine are present all together. So next step is to remove boxes. Okay, so H2 plus Cl2 gives 2HCl. Now one more thing to be kept in mind is, along with this we have to take care uh, of which medium these atoms are present. Like hydrogen is present in gaseous form, chlorine is in gaseous, so we have to write this their state next to the atom in order to show in which form it is present. Now let's try to balance another one. Let's take Fe plus H2O gives Fe3O4 plus H2. So first you try it, pause this video, try this video and try to solve or balance this equation, and then come to see this video. Okay, so see, first we will put box. Step 1 is making boxes. Now I will not write that all form, just I will balance, because this what has to be written in different steps, you can see it from book as well, this that will guide you properly. Okay, so first is making boxes. Make boxes around the atoms, and again precaution is and nothing to be changed inside the box. Okay, so Fe plus H2O gives Fe3O4 plus H2. Okay, now let's make the table. Step 2 is to count. We have to count number of atoms in each case. Okay, number of atoms in each case. So here it is atom, number of atom in reactant, number of atom in product. Okay, number of atom in product. Okay, see iron Fe, H, hydrogen H and O. So here three elements atoms are present. Okay, three elements are present. Elements, atoms or element. Three are present. Iron here in reactant it is only one, whereas in product it is three. Fe 3. Okay, hydrogen it is 2. Here also hydrogen is 2. Now oxygen. Here oxygen is only 1 and here oxygen is 4. 4 oxygen molecules are there. Okay. Now which atom has maximum difference? See, this hydrogen is balanced 2 2. Oxygen has 1 and 4 whereas iron has 1 and 3. So we will start with the one that has maximum difference. Okay, so step 3, to balance oxygen. Okay, to balance oxygen atom. So here oxygen initially, then final, it is here is in reactant, atom number of atom in reactant and in product. So initially it was how much? 1 and 4. So 1 4. What we have to do, just multiply 1 with 4 and we'll get the same number of product. 1 into 4 is equals to 4. See, now we have to again write this equation and on oxygen we have to balance this. See, Fe plus H2O gives Fe3O4 plus H2. Now oxygen, on reactant side oxygen, here it is present here. So we'll multiply here 4. Now you can see the difference, that is this with balance, since oxygen is balanced both side but hydrogen is the balancing hydrogen got disbalanced, like here it is 4 into 2 8 and here only 2, so we had to multiply this also. Okay, so again number of atoms in different is changed. Now hydrogen has to be balanced. Okay, and iron. Now next step is step 4. Now let's balance iron first. Okay, balance it. You can balance either hydrogen or either iron, anything you can balance. Okay, balancing iron Fe atom. Okay, so iron initial, final, in reactant, how many numbers are there in reactant and in product. Okay, in product. Okay, iron has 1 here and in product it is having 3, and now what you just have to multiply by 3, so that we will get here 3. 1 into 3 is equals to 3 and here it is 3. So again we will write this equation as Fe plus H2O, it is 4. So nothing has to be changed inside the box. Fe3O4 plus H2. Now 3 has to be multiplied with iron on reactant side. So this. Now we see only iron also is balanced, and so oxygen. The only difference or the atom that is not balanced yet is hydrogen. Now we have to balance hydrogen. Okay. Step 5. These steps are increased because number of atoms or number of elements or elements are more. In hydrogen and chlorine we have only hydrogen and chlorine, and since they are balanced in single step, but in this we have to take out different steps to measure or to balance this equation. Okay, now balancing hydrogen. The statements are you can write it from NCRT as such. So if you wish to write the statement, just my motion, just I am here to tell you about how to balance this equation. Okay, so balancing hydrogen initial. I know the table is also made in NCRT is more perfect way, but you have to take care of in reactant and in product. Okay, so say reactant initially, how many hydrogen is there here? After balancing this, what is further? We don't have to go to first equation. Okay, after we balanced two equations, two atoms. Okay, we have to balance the third one. So we will take the last equation that is balanced. So from this we will see. Okay, hydrogen and how many in reactant? 4 into 2, 4 multiplied by 2, it is 8. Whereas in product it is only 2. Okay, so just we have to multiply with 4, since 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. So in product it is 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. Okay, and it is 8 here. Okay, so we will again write this equation as such here. 3 iron plus 4 H2O gives Fe3O4 plus 4 H2. Now you can see, now if you will count all the atoms, you will find that all the atoms here are balanced. So this is balanced equation. Now next step is 6 is remove the boxes. Okay, so what is 3Fe plus 4H2O gives Fe3O4 plus 4H2. Our equation, this is balanced, and this equation is balanced chemical equation. Now one of the main question that arises here is why we have to balance chemical equation. This is because of law of conservation of mass, according to which mass can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. So if the if total mass in reactant and in product is different, this will not satisfy law of conservation of mass, and hence we have to balance the reaction in order to fulfill or uh, in order to follow this law of conservation of mass. Okay, our next I would like to give you some questions to for you to solve again. Okay, like sodium, question is Na plus H2O gives NaOH plus H2. So you have to balance this equation.